Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing and giving out the price targets for the top 3 cryptocurrencies, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum and Ripple. Before doing so, I would like to remind you our best-selling trading video course, which is Profitable Stocks and Forex Strategies by a Pro Trader, published on udemy.com. Let's start and let's review the technical analysis for Bitcoin. As you can see here, we have a monthly chart, so every candle is a monthly one. What happened is that with the the July candle, we have seen a break above the oblique resistance, okay, which is created by linking these 2 points of high, so the absolute all-time high at 19,788 point, and the tail of this long white candle. So in terms of price projection, in terms of price target, I do believe with the breakup above this oblique resistance, we are going to retest very soon the 14,000 threshold, so 14K. So in terms of volume analysis, we've experienced here a huge increase in volumes on in March, okay. And in terms of price action, we are now moving inside a rectangle, okay, rectangle created by linking these lows, okay, with the historical low, well, with the relative low at 2,800 US dollar, okay, and this point of highs. So in other words, we're going to move, we're actually inside this rectangle created by linking this support, okay, with all these lows, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 lows, and this point of high. So Bitcoin is going to hit the 14,000 threshold with the 80-90% of probabilities over the next month. I would say even within the 2020. From there, I do expect a movement, a retrace, to then try to retest and move even higher. So after hitting the 14,000 threshold, we are going to analyze the volumes again. But again, coming back to the volume analysis, as you can see here, we have a point of control, so a POC. What happens in such a case is that we do experience a strong retrace. With such a volume, we might expect that Bitcoin can break above the 14,000 threshold. Of course, if Bitcoin is going to break above 14,000 threshold, and I do believe it is going to do, we might see immediately after, okay, the retest of all-time high around 20K. Okay, now let's move on and let's see what is happening with Ethereum. So as you can see here, as you will see, we are experiencing a completely different chart, okay. So while Bitcoin is going to retest the 14,000 threshold, we are going to see what is happening with what we can understand from the Ethereum analysis. Okay, again, even in this case, we're going to analyze a monthly chart because we are interested in the, let's say, long-term trend. Okay, as well here, huge volume, so a point of control. So we are going to experience a movement up, most probably, because what happened actually, in order to understand why this volume is so important, is that we have to understand that after a long, okay, downtrend, it's like we are going to hit a very strong support, and this support is created by volumes. In other words, the big hands have started buying while the price went down. Okay, so here we have a huge point of control, so I do expect a strong movement at least until this area. Okay, so 850 US dollar, let's say 800 US dollar. Okay, so in terms of room, we have more space for Ethereum rather than for Bitcoin. As I've been saying, Bitcoin is inside the rectangle, while here we see less resistances. So in terms of risk-reward ratio, Ethereum right now can guarantee us a better risk-reward ratio. Okay, again, as you can see here, we are still very close to the relative low around 80 US dollar. I do believe we are going to experience a very strong movement upwards. So right now I prefer Ethereum to Bitcoin. Now let's move on and let's see what we can understand for Ripple. About Ripple, we have to say that Ripple is lagging, okay? So in terms of relative strength, as you can see here, Ripple has even more room than Ethereum and Bitcoin. But while Bitcoin is moving inside the rectangle, okay, with a breakup above the oblique resistance, and while Ethereum has now a lot of room, okay, to move up, for Ripple we are still inside a very close downtrend. But even in this case, as you can see here, we have experienced a huge point of control with the reverse pumping ball. In other words, the bearish force tried to push the asset even more down, okay, but they've been rejected by the bull forces. So right now I'm very optimistic even for Ripple. As you can see here, this long white candle now is forming with an increase in terms of volumes. And in terms of price target, since Ripple seems to actually retrieve this support area, we might think that over the next month Ripple would be testing again the 0.50 US dollar. Okay, so we are as well in this case inside a rectangle. Okay, so between this low around 0.17, 0.16 and 0.50 US dollar. So in terms of relative strength, my favorite one right now is Ethereum. Then I do believe Ripple has a lot of space in front of, and Bitcoin will be retesting the 14,000 threshold, and from there I do expect a retrace to then try to move up to the all-time high. Thank you guys.